Hello everyone. Today I am going to present on the topic of developing a schedule of quantities SOQ for selected trades using Microsoft Excel. So it comes under the management of a small building QS 607. So moving to the next slide. So in this presentation I am going to introduce about SOQ, setting up Excel spreadsheets, measurement and quantifications, abstracting quantities, calculation of a cost, preparing SOQ, presentation and documentation, and conclusion. So first topic is introduction about SOQ. So SOQ is a list of materials, labor and tasks needed for a construction project with their quantities and price. It helps contractors quantity surveys to estimate cost and compare bids. The QS help ensure transparency, standardization across the project processing, and the most important five key components to comes under the SOQ is description, item number, quantities, quality, rate per unit, and total amount. So, as per our assignment, measurement rates are earthwork, concrete framework, reinforcement, waterproofing, and backfilling. So, earthwork can be measured in meter square, concrete measured in a cubic meter, framework measured in a meter square, reinforcement measured in a meter square, waterproofing or reinforcement measured in kilograms or meters. Waterproofing measured in a meter square, and backfilling measured in a meter cube. So the second topic is setting up Excel spreadsheet. So before we going to make a Excel sheet for SOQ, we need to create a code book label that sets SOQ. So in that we need to add columns like item number, code, description, unit, quantity, unit rate, and total amount. Those are the key components, but we also need to flow some standards like work items, measurement, and cost. We need to add formula to calculate total unit rate, total amount, and the format should be applied borders, bold heading, and ensure neat alignment. And most important thing, we have to save our file in a PDF or Excel. Excel. So the third topic is measurement and quantifications. So it is one of the most important tasks in SOQ. So in measurement and quantifications refers to the process of determining and documenting the quantities of material, labor, and resources required for a project. This is essential for cost estimating, tendering, and project excavation. So to measure to measurement and quantification, we need to flow ANZ SMM 2018 to ensure consistency. So here are the steps to measure measurement and quantifications. We need to understand architectural and or structural drawing. Then we need to break down tasks like earthwork, concreting, framework, backfilling, so that we can calculate their unit. After that, we have to prepare. It's a help to prepare SOQ. Abstracting quantities. So in abstracting quantities, it involves summarizing measured quantities from the drawing and specification in a structured format, usually a schedule of quantities. So the key steps are we need to analyze structural or architectural drawing, measuring quantities like quantify materials and labor need for tasks such as a wall, footing, and slab, organized date. We need to comply the clear date with a clear format with item description and quantities. We need to use standard method of measurement A and Z as So another topic is calculation of cost. So it is similar to rate build up, but there is one difference. In rate of build, we have forfeit. So in calculation of cost, we don't add forfeit. We need to add contingency sum, which is 5 to 10%. So calculation of cost is involved determining the total expense of each items listed in a SOQ. So the key components are work item, special tasks to be performed like excavation and concrete, quantities, accurate measurement of each task in a units, meter cube, meter square, united labor waste per unit, material cost per unit, equipment rental or uses per unit. We need to also add direct costs, add indirect costs, overhead expenses like administrative rent. How to prepare SOQ? So before preparing SOQ, we need to focus on measurement and quantifications, abstract quantities and other as per the requirement. So before preparing SOQ, we need to focus about the review document, understanding the project scope and specification, measurement. We need to accurate measurement of a drawing as per the requirement of standard method. List item, we need to detail categorize by date like a framework, concrete. Determine rate, we need to establish unit rate based on the market data, historical cost, comply SOQ. We need to review after we complete making our SOQ, then we can submit our final presentation of SOQ to the tenders submissions. So here is the sample of SOQ. While we making SOQ, we need to mention project name, date, QS name. We also need to mention client name and the location where the project is going to operate. So these are the main key component codes. Basically, it is the item number, description, like what we going to summarize, how we run that task, unit, quantities, rate and amount. Presentation and documentation. This is the most important things because without a clear presentation or proper documentation, we can't submit our SOQ to the client or the contractors. It will hamper our overall project success. We can't complete we can't give them clear ideas about what we have in our project. So the key component of to make a better SOQ through the presentation and documentation are the introduction, project overview, scope of work, schedule of quantities, design criteria, and conclusion. So conclusion. The schedule of quantities is essential for efficient project execution in a construction. It facilitates precise measurement and quantification of a material and labor, enabling accurate abstracting of quantities. Through the detailed cost calculation based on these quantities, the SOQ provides a comprehensive financial overview, empowering stakeholders to make informed decisions and making project success. Those are my references.
Really good, sir. Really good.
Time perfect.
On time.
On time, perfect.
10 hours.
Okay, so we'll quickly go to the question and answer session. Just explain one example how do you prepare a rate for one trade? Any trade you like, how do you calculate the rate?
So, for example, concrete for footing, we need to know about how length, depth, and volume. We need to know the volume of that footing.
Volume.
So we can measure quantities. If we measure quantities, two things we need, like machinery tools, which we are going to use there, or labor. It can be skilled or unskilled labor. So we need to calculate as per the market price per hour. So we can easily calculate per hour rate how many hours they are going to work that per task.
Not complete, yes, but somewhat okay. Right. Tell me some advantages of using SOQ for project progress monitoring.
So basically, SOQ stands for Schedule of Quantities. It includes a brief description of its measurement pairs like ground clearance and everything. It can monitor time, how many days or times they are going to complete on particular. So we can easily create we can easily make a decision through the SOQ. So moreover, in SOQ we can also calculate their we can calculate the labor's hours and their working. So which helps to monitor project how they are going to finish their tasks in a given time or given budget. So it helps the project complete in a time with given budget.
Why unit of measure is important for BOQ?
Because without proper unit, we can't measure any kind of trends. Like for concrete, it's measured in a meter cube. We can't measure that in a meter square. So so the unit measure is quite important, especially as we are going to measure through the Australian and New Zealand method of measurement 2015.
Okay, thank you very much. Good, very good. Yes.